All working for me.
For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Good freak. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
What's that? Aha! There you are! Run, run, what is done? I won't waste. No! I will make you pay. What's the point of this exactly?
Cranbox loyalists are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio. Arresto Molestum. Wingardium Leviosa.
Hi. Any ideas?
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs.
Smashing.
Or any. Should have thought to conjure stairs. Quieter than a jobberknoll.
Repel. Revelio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Confringo!
still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
What was that?
Reminds me of the time I nearly
Of
fell.
course it was nothing. No one here as usual.
One less human to worry about.
Why have you not run away? You take time for the things. Kill you when I get down from here.
Get away with that.
Put me on the ground now!
We're not finished yet. Potato!
If only Ranrock were here.
Revelio! Revelio. Accio. Bombardo. Protego. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Bombardo.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Revelio.
Now.
Confringo.
Have a look around in peace.
Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Wasn't expecting that.
We must remain unseen.
We should clear out these spider webs. Always seem to be in the way. What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this
Sebastian,
mystery.
I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganot.
She seems to have been every...
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft,
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see
Rackham? I haven't heard it.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he...
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts. And now for the moments of truth.
It has to fit. Revelio. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in...
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be...
I do, but not all
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft?
No, Sebastian, I haven't.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely. Unbelievable.
Gerald has confirmed.
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
again. Wonderful.
Revelio.
As before, I've arranged a special price on the... You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't... This may...
You'd like me to report back with even more.
You know, Miss Ray's is... However, if you're...
I'm not worried, Mr. Wheat.
I hope you are able to do be careful, of course. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. Revelio.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
This looks intriguing.
sword like. You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were. Only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind. Who's... No pity.
Bombarda! Protego! Confringo!
Ranrock will unite us!
Accio! Bombarda! Confringo!
That was meant for
Confringo! Accio! Bombarda!
Was that your best?
Leviosa! Confringo! Accio!
How nice to see you here. Isn't the sea air refreshing?
Revelio!
Now there's a student who knows how to...
How nice.
Stop right... You made a mistake.
do we have here? A demigod.
A veritable gem in the Highlands.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Levioso!
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Ravenclaw, over here!
Hello again, Imelda. This course is...
Obviously. Evidently too far for They should be begging me to keep these trials alive. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up.
That's actually...
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated. And in my experience, that's... Anyway, don't let it go to your head.
We'll soon see how...
Get ready to look...
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. That wasn't too difficult. Excellent. This is going well. Brilliant. through myself. Oh! Oh! That wasn't too difficult. Maybe. Oh, did anyone else see that? It was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're all.
It's been fun competing against your record.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. Not bad. You take care of yourself.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet.
How's my favourite test flyer? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the
Fantastic! Your broom perform.
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautiful. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of ripple. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final up.
I shall look for...
I'll be sure to send you an hour when... Couldn't have done this without you.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team. Revelio.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and...
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I would.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can...
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Hal. Meet me here after you have spoken. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Art. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vault.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than...
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against...
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Please tell me.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about...
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning...
Please, sir, I'd like to help.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be...
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you... I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was...
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon Michael.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his request until now with some creative book, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering...
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Confringo! Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against... But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're...
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, She had just completed a small book of... As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the... I was shaken to my core. Still
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio. Revelio. Accio. The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
I ought to pay that pretty little shopkeeper in Pagan Tide.
Revelio.
Feldcroft was extraordinarily dull. Does no one put up a good fight?
Petricus Totalis. Revelio.
There'll be nothing but trouble. About time we...
Petricus Totalis. Revelio.
What?
Shining in Rookwood's eyes, see what I'm capable of.
wild man that day, and there's more of those days ahead.
Patrol!
Revelio. Mr. Tanis.
Come back here!
That's just the beginning.
Stood a chance.
Seria. Ya, amına koyayım ya.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
It's not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
The Book of Poe.
Just keep an eye out.
I'm the only one left on patrol. Charming.
Revelio.
Surprised how much jewelry she had.
That weighed as much as a grapple.
Revelio.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Revelio.
What? The girl's friend won't come looking for her?
Mr. Tanis.
Explode!
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. He must be here somewhere. Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife.
Worried about you.
I am all right. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand. I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quick.
I shall do my best.
It's nearby.
Understood.
Your friend Natty.
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Revelio. Mr. Rabe.
Well, now.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friend.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to him. Miss Onai, Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by... In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and...
I will look into all of that. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle...
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spinwitches when you can. The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Phenomenon of women decentering men and millennials cutting ties with their parents, I think, is the same phenomenon. In every case, the undercurrent of this is, please relate with me like I'm a human. I will no longer do the emotional labor to create connection with you when you're behaving in antisocial ways. And I think in both cases, in the romantic relationship and in the family, there's a sense that you are being dominated over. That the man is saying, I dominate over you, and so you must do the emotional labor in this situation. In the family, it's that the family can behave in whatever way they want, and that we would have loyalty to the family, that we would not say that the
Revelio.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaur?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll...
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something...
I suppose they are known for having an air of...
That's exactly the right word.
What is it?
It's not...
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll...
Yes, of course. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure...
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me
Golden
before I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers... do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgen? And why was he so certain about where we could find...
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave. I'll let you know what I find. I hate to see a creature get put down like that. No business in Hogsmeade.
Abandoned. This is where Saccharissa said to go. And where are those booba-tubers? Revelio! Just my luck. A troll. Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness. Revelio. Revelio.
Where did I set my traps?
Stole it!
Revelio.
If you get my meaning. Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms.
Revelio.
Are you even trying? Real quick, don't go down into that.
That should do it. I'd better get back to Saccharissa now. Revelio. Saccharissa, I found the book. Would you?
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
Of course.
Thank you. And you don't know who should be more grateful. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Are these repositories like the broken container I found at
They are. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the head?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to act.
I understand.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Depulso. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio. I hope Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw, and I discovered that they're building massive drills. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very...
I see. Ranrock clearly knows...
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time.
Believe it or not, it's in there.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and...
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into...
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to... Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall...
you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon.
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robe. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor... She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus...
I see. But what if Professor Black's...
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. Actually...
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in...
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll...
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping...
Oh, places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss...
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here?
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student? Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
What could the headmaster want?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None of...
Headmaster? Here, what could he want?
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than...
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them.
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time.
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall.
I wonder why.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror?
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black. Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak...
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students.
Well, yes. He's...
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're... Good. Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that one.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performances.
Attention, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure blood.
Close, Master.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows...
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of...
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
Well done putting a Melder in it. No less.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Alo. Hop, ne yapıyorsun?
İyi, sen ne yapıyorsun?
İyi, oyundayım.
Ne?
Oyundayım diyorum Hogwarts'ta.
Bırak şimdi Hogwarts'ı.
Tamam, geleceğim biraz.
Hadi.
Tamam.
You should return to me.
Hadi, geliyorum.